No, it was my choice.
It was your choice.
Right? Yo, the PR lady looked at me and she was like, do not kill your fucking career before she goes, let me put you in as a rapper and then you can go country.
Yeah.
And I was talking to country people and they were like, do that shit and you ain't coming in. They're like, we ain't gonna let you come convert. They're like, you either do this shit now while you're riding it, you know?
This is Urban Migration. You guys get ready. Squad up. Okay, squad up. We here. YYC stand up. Cal Greasy. We got that from our boy Vince, but this is Cal Greasy. What's up? This is season 2 right now, Urban Migration Podcast. So we are here, so everybody stand up. We have a special guest. We always have a special guest, but today I have a vibe where people are gonna like and everybody should know him. You know what I mean? He's been out here for a while. Has a lot of credentials in the city, and you know what I mean? We're just gonna find out what's good and what happened and what's going on, you know what I mean? So YYC stand up, let's do this. Urban Migration Podcast 2. Big up to all my sponsors out there. I'll get that at the end of the video. Zach, you gotta make sure you podcast that out. But RYE'N WiLD, you know what I mean? I should let him introduce himself to let you know what's popping out here.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy RYE'N WiLD here on the Urban Migration Podcast. Cal Greasy, y'all motherfuckers ready or what?
Shit,
fucking Prince is back.
This guy's scared.
I need to fucking tell y'all what's going on. It's been a little while. I know it's been a while, but it's my time. Get the fuck out my way. Y'all ready to listen or what?
Yeah, you ready to listen? You guys in here? Answer. All right, they said yes.
That's what's up.
So let's do this. So, from my perspective, I kind of checked you out and I asked a lot of people about you. And, you know what I mean? From my perspective of listening into people's words about you, you know, everybody has mad love for you. I could see it, you know what I mean? I could see from just going through your pictures in the last month, seeing that you have this energy where people, you're with everybody. Even to the point where like, just regular people to even stars and, you know, and when I looked at it, I kind of seen that you were very humble, you know what I mean?
No,
and
that.
It's funny because I heard your name, you know what I mean? Because for the reason that I'm not lying, I heard your name because when you did the T-Dot Fest in 2015 or 16.
Right.
And we did the same thing at that time. Like my brother performed, but you know, in T-Dot Fest, people perform during the day or people perform during the night.
Yeah, they gave me a slot a piece.
You guys, but I remember seeing you on the flyer because now when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I remember those, but I want to know, we'll start with that, like that experience that you out there coming from Calgary and going out there. What was like the experience that you had in T-Dot and the different vibe that you had from Calgary? We'll start with that. Like,
well, yo, it was crazy. And first and foremost, yo, rest in peace to Mike Brown, creator of T-Dot Fest. You know what I'm saying? So
oh shit, didn't even know he passed away, but you don't know.
You know
Rest
what I mean?
in peace.
Shout out my man Ebbs. You know what I'm saying? The man's fucking miss y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all blessed out there. Honestly, the experience was crazy. It was like the whole contest to be able to win that was like this crazy numbers game.
You won that?
Yeah. Well, like, no, that's the thing. So I lost, but I won.
Oh, you won?
Oh, yeah, I lost, but I won, right? So I lost, but I won. And it was funny because when I lost, CBC took my video idea and professionally paid for it to be done to the winner's thing. You know, all my idea was like, damn, they put it into the winner's idea. You know what I mean? So
fuck, did you get any credentials for that?
Hell no, man. You know what I'm right? Like, but that's fine because
it goes hell no.
Because yo, Mike Brown hits me up and he's like, yo, like the message on my Facebook was, yo, you got robbed on that, eh?
Yeah.
And I was like, not even in a rude way, but I was tired from this battle of like trying to keep my name in the top slots, you know, like it was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've never done that before in my life. If I didn't have the help of some people, I would have been lost in obscurity.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, who are you? And he told me, he's like, I'm Mike Brown. He's like, I run this, you know, T-Dot Fest. He's like, true say you got robbed. He's like, but we want you to be our anthem for the festival.
Yes.
And I was like, done. You know, I'm like, what do you want? He's like, send me the instrumental, this, that, back and he's like, send it all to me. He's like, we'll get you on the stage. I'm like, okay, cool. So I was their anthem 2016 and 2017, which was blessed because I opened up for Carl Wolf, right? Hung up, shout out Carl Wolf.
Carl Wolf, you've done no Toronto veteran.
Kicked it with him quite a few times. He's a good dude. And then, you know, so many other artists were there. Like, yo, like shout out Havaya Mighty, who's doing like Salute. You know what I mean? The girl's killing shit right now. We were there at the same time. But yeah, that experience was really crazy. And then in 2017, like when I had won that contest, a country artist here from the city hit me up, and he was going in for the Cowboys Calgary Stampede for the anthem, right? And he's like, yo, you think you could touch this? And I was like, of course I could touch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was like, I'll do it. And like, honestly, if like, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure they canceled the contest because you can't really do it better than what we did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So 2016 T-Dot Fest, and I was an anthem in both of my cities in the same summer, and there was a lot of hate. Like a lot of people came at me and they were like, oh, he's not even from Toronto. I was like, well, then rap better.
Yeah.
Make a better song. I was like, if you've lived here your whole life, how did I beat you?
How did you beat
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I've been half Alberta and half Ontario. And I'm like, don't get mad because I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Get mad because you ain't doing it.
Yeah, facts. That's true. Okay, so that sums that up on that vibe, you know. So did you feel like going to Toronto, like back then when you started 2016, 17, how was the music industry in Calgary? And what was the support system you see?
Well, see, the thing was that I was, come 2015, 2016, I was already in Toronto, right? Because I had left Calgary due to some things. Yeah, you know, some things.
You know how it goes. Sometimes we have to dibby out.
Yeah, you know, so I bounced out, and then, you know, all that happened like real fast, right? So I mean, the support from Calgary while I was in that contest and becoming that anthem all the way up until that anthem was absolutely insane. Like I was trending all over these Twitters and all them things. Like the views were through the roof. Like it was crazy. Like I got offered a lot of contracts out of it. You know what I mean? I turned it all down because I was going a different way musically, right? But it was.
Yeah. Before we go there, right? I know I want to paste that because at the end of the day, I would say if anybody was looking outside the lens and they were looking at you and they would be like, yo, bro, this guy was popping at 2016, 17, 15, 16, 17, you were popping. And then all of a sudden, silence, you know what I mean? So, like, I know a lot of your fans, a lot of people will ask, and I'll say this before that you answer that question, like, a lot of people don't know that just because they see a person doing so much, they don't know people's lives, like real life, you know, journeys and things that they're going through in their life. You know what I mean? Like the cameras and Instagram all paint a pretty picture to people's lives sometimes. You know, you might overanalyze someone's life. It's like, oh, he's doing good, and not knowing that there's a lot going on mentally or just in lifestyle. So where's for your fans out there, Calgary fans that used to follow him, I know a lot of you guys are gonna watch this, be like, holy shit, he's on a podcast, so he's here to say something. So what was the gap for, if you wanna elaborate to as much as you can, you know?
So the gap was, when I did all the blow up and I won the contest here, I had wanted to get out of the hip hop industry, the rap industry, because truthfully I was nothing but not an angry rapper, but my music was only anger.
Yes.
And I was changing, right? I think I was 25, 26 at the time, right? I was going through mad changes coming up on 30, you know what I mean? And if you don't never been 30 yet, it's coming.
It's coming.
You know what I'm saying? We're ready for that shit, okay? Because it comes like a
and all the motherfucking bowling balls that comes in the backpack.
You don't know nothing about that, right?
Go ahead.
So I said, you know what, my PR lady, my booking agent, and my manager, and all the people that I had in the industry, they looked at me and they were like, listen, you're either a rapper or you're country. And I was like, but I can do both, and I just want to be me. And they were like, in the industry, it's either this or this. Your fans have to have consistency, blah, blah, blah.
Was that at that time?
That was at that time.
And that's crazy.
So I was like, screw it, I'm cutting the rap.
Yeah.
And it felt good. It felt good because it felt like I let go of the anger. Like I was like, okay, I'm walking off, I'm doing a new chapter.
But you were good at it.
I'm amazing at it.
Yeah, my bad.
It's okay.
But
you know?
Okay, so so that country thing came out. So when you were whatever, like the people that were around you and surrounding you, telling you got to choose one. Little did they know that years later that this is a big thing. Like hip hop and country is kind of merged right now.
Yeah.
Because you have it in two different separate genres. So you can do country by itself. But when they were telling you to choose one, I really think that was unfair, because if you could do both, but you're right, it's more a therapy thing because you were rapping that shit, right?
Straight good.
I went through that too in that vibe, because that's what it feels like. Even these days, for people to rap, it seems like you got to rap the super violence, or you have to be on that stupid shit for people to want to listen to you. And the lyrics go out the window now. There's no more craft. There's like
and true say, nobody's super violent. It's all WWF. It's all scripted. Nobody's getting shot. Nobody's getting stabbed. And if they are, they go to jail and they're never heard from again, because they actually did that shit.
So let's go from the country. Where does the country come from? Like, where does it stem from? Like, which family member brought you into that? Where was your...
My mom and her parents.
All right, big up to mom. Yeah, she's probably like, it's about time.
Grandma. Oh yeah, no, they were happy. Like when I was the anthem here in 2016, like the highlight of that whole thing was having my mom and dad at a show and like not worrying about them in the crowd.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and right? Because in Toronto, you know how greasy it get down there.
Yeah,
Like,
get
you know
greasy,
what I mean?
especially if you're talking about slapping two people.
You know what I mean?
yesterday.
Like, it's gonna happen, right? Like so, like it was a blessing to be able to have them at a show, see me do it on that level. You know, while I was going through that change, right? Because my mom, you know, and it was weird. It was like as I changed, my mom looked at me because she never. You know, like I don't hate you, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what my mama said
But
to
it
me,
still
right?
have the love there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But yo, she
confusing.
was like, stay the hell. She's like, this ain't the kid I raised with all this, you know, mess you're in, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know, so when I came back, you know, she looked at me and she's like, I feel like I got my son back.
Yeah.
You know, so I kept going country. But little did I realize that country is an insanely expensive industry to be in.
Really?
Right? Unless if you can't play the guitar, play the bass, play the drums, like
you
do
can't
it all yourself.
for
If you
sure.
can't
If
Superman,
you ain't Garth Brooks in it,
then you're screwed. You are screwed. Like, I'm a lyricist, right? I write the music, you know? And I'm lucky to have worked with some country producers, you know? Like when I walked in, I said, here's my lyrics, here's my idea, kicked it. They're like, how kind of tempo we jam? Bam. Like, and those are some of the singles coming out. Shout out Jordan Hunsinger. You know what I mean? But like it was real. It honestly didn't kill the career, but made me had to stop and reassess because I was like, ooh, damn, I didn't see that.
So it's a different process of making country music than hip hop. You think with hip hop is 16 bars, that's it. We lock that in.
It's real
chorus.
human talent.
So country,
there's a guy playing the guitar. There's a guy playing the drums, right?
And you have to say
Hip-hop's
something
preloaded.
that really resonates. Like,
right?
You know, it's 12 o'clock in the morning and something, I'm just feeling. You have to get that deep. I forgot the song, but I listen to country music.
Yeah, country. I mean, like, yo, like some of the stuff, most of the stuff you hear on the radio is popcorn. It's the hottest thing for 15 minutes. Written and produced by the best people in Nashville and or Canada. And I mean, like, yo, shout out like my favorite, Jess Moskalouk. What's up, Jess?
For sure.
You know, like these people are musically talented and great, you know what I mean? And they have backative, right? What I was missing was the backative.
The backative.
Right? What I was missing was the financial pockets. And because I had walked away from my old life, going from making set amount per month down to a taxpayer's wage, my life got worse and worse and worse and worse financially, more debt, more problems. But I made a choice to change.
Yes.
So I couldn't go back to try to go forward. You know what I mean?
We were talking one time. I saw you a couple of weeks ago, and I was asking you outside. We were here for a meeting, and I know he was kind of on his vibe. I seen him outside, and I was talking. And I was thinking that you were doing more of the Kid Rock thing, right? And you were like, no, I'm really kind of fed up with hip hop. And I was thinking to myself, bro, you know that you have best of both worlds, that where you can blend it. But you're like, I'm just gonna stay on this for a vibe. But say if all your hip hop fans right now want to hear from you, like I want to see you. Even after this podcast, people are gonna be like, yo, I miss the rap. But all you guys heard is this anger thing. They're gonna tell you get over it.
Yeah.
They're gonna say you're older right now. You can write some music.
They do
write some music that change, or write the music in hip hop that why you change. You know what I mean? Like I would love to still hear it because I'm a hip hop fan, and I'm not too much of a country fan, but I love country music. Is that makes sense?
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just got to be good music. It's good music.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And people are always like, if I always say I'm like, you know, I don't really like it, or like, you know, like flat out, like, hey, that kind of sucks. People are like, oh, you're just a hater. I'm like, nah, if it was good, I would like it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care.
What's up with Back Road?
Back Road. Okay, so Back Road, I announced on, you know, like social media and everything. I was like, hey, I'm done with rap. I'm going country.
Yeah.
And then I realized how much it was gonna cost to do country, and I was like, "Shit,
we could go to the studio with hip hop, $50."
Bro, I had a DUI. I lost my license. And all of a sudden, I was back to being like a 16-year-old kid, and I was like, "I'm out of here," you know. So I was like, "Wow, I'm really at like the bottom." So I made it work, you know. And Back Road only came out truly because one person, and they know who they are, commented on my post and was like, "Yo, you say you went country, where's the country music and Big Star?" And I was like, and my reply was like, you want some fucking country? I'll give you some fucking country. And I ran out and got it done, you know? And it was like Back Road was $20K all in.
Yeah.
One song, you know, videos, gas, sending it to Nashville. Shout out to Jimmy Thao. Mixing, mastering by my boy Nickname. Tyler Howe that gave me the music.
Yeah.
You know, flying my little brother out for the drums, to play the drums in the video.
Yeah.
Get it, you know, like, oh man, like it was. And I had to do it all myself. Like outsource and find and then pay.
It's fact.
Right?
Some people don't, they're not, a lot of people out here in the music industry, or people are artists, they don't like investing in themselves.
No.
Which is a big problem too. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and like, see, I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
I'm not, everybody's like, start a come beg me money page. I can't remember what it's called because I'll never do it.
Yes.
Whatever the hell that shit is.
It's give me
fund me page.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I'm like, you want me to put up a video going, I can't afford shit? Can you help me out?
Almost makes you
Go
seem
fuck
like
out
a
of
shit
here.
artist. Like,
I'm supposed to beg you for my shit. Fuck
yeah,
no.
help me out. I
did it all my damn self and y'all didn't pay for it anyways. The fuck I'm gonna ask you for money before it's done? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, the music industry's fucked. It is. But I'm back, so it's even more fucked now.
Okay, so that's the part that you're back. So what do we gotta look for? Like, besides, before we get to that, like when you let me ask you a question from as an artist, and being around artists all my life, and when you're around certain artists, like you're with Obi Trice, you're with Rich the Kid, you're with a whole bunch of artists I've seen you with, like
all real cool dudes.
When you were with them, right? Did you feel like, obviously I don't feel that you were starstruck, right?
Oh, fuck no.
But did you feel like this is where you needed to be, and you always knew that being around these people was nothing big? Because you take your pictures like, shit, you look like you were supposed to be there. Like you have that vibe, and all the pictures are not fake. They're more on the vibe where it's not like you went up to someone and said, "Hey, take a picture with me."
Yeah,
it seems like you had conversations.
I bumped into like Rich Kid and all them. Like he was real chill. Like being backstage.
Big up to Rich Kid. I know you from a long time, but
and then like as far as like Obi Trice, like Obi Trice was like my third or fourth show. I sold 86 tickets. We showed up on a party bus, and like the place went on, like probably easily one of the most fun shows that I did.
Yeah.
And after we did it, the booking agent was like, brought me downstairs. I'm down in this little VIP spot, and Obi's there with his squad, and he walks up, he's like, yo, this is your opener. And Obi's like, oh, you're the motherfucker with the party bus?
Cool.
And I was like, yeah. He's like, get the fuck in here. I'm like, all right. So I just stood up and leaned on the wall. He's like, yo, Hennessy, chicken wings, this. And I was like, bro, the bottle ain't even cracked yet. Obi's like, fuck it. And I was like,
what's that?
Bro, I pour Obi a drink, pour him a shot, pour shots for my manager. Take a 1-2 picture, and then the VIP went ballistic, and me and Obi were just back to back, sitting on that wall, same way as the picture. We stood there for about 20 minutes, sipping on like a big cup of Hennessy each, and I looked over at Obi, and I was like, yo, Obi, and he was like, what's up? I was like, I just gotta say, bro, I was 14 when your album came out, like you know what I mean? I was like real cool standing next to you is all I'm saying,
Yeah, you don't want to, you don't make it look like you're a groupie at the same time.
No, he pressed off the wall like, I gotta thank you. And I'm like, what? Sure. And he's like, for being the coolest fucking white boy I met on tour. And I was like,
straight.
I was like, nah. And he's like, you know how many white boys come up to me like, Obi, save me, let me rap for you. He's like, I'm trying to save my fucking self.
Fact, he's still
He's like, this shit is over.
You got a track with Eminem, so you're good. I know Obi Trice has been, he's very underrated.
He was so underrated, man. It was sick to see him do his thing, right? Like, and then like when we did Tech 9, like I had 100 people. Shout out Tech. I had 100 people show up in limos.
Yeah.
Right, and we like the lineup was down the block at the Phoenix in the dot. And I walked outside. I walked outside and like limo's pulling up, and I walked to security. I was like, "Those are all my people." I was like, "They're not waiting in that line."
Yeah.
And security's like, "Oh," and I was like, "I'm your headliner, bro."
Phoenix was a serious lineup back in those days too, bro. What the fuck?
They closed. Rest in peace to the Phoenix.
Yeah, rest in peace to the Phoenix. Some bullshit happened there, but we're not gonna.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a personal question on thing, because I know it happens to a lot of people. It happened to my brother. It happened to a lot of artists. I'm not gonna say if it's called depression, right? But like, with all the things that you've been through in the hip hop game and seeing yourself right there, you're right there, and then all of a sudden it goes to a point where it just goes void. And whatever vibe, what vibe were you in where you like could have been, should have been, why you never did that? Or were you in a vibe where like do you think it was your fault or it was just life's fault?
No, it was my choice.
It was your choice.
Right? Yo, the PR lady looked at me and she was like, do not kill your fucking career before she goes, let me put you in as a rapper and then you can go country.
Yeah.
And I was talking to country people and they were like, do that shit and you ain't coming in. They're like, we ain't gonna let you come convert. They're like, you either do this shit now while you're riding.
So how long have you been doing the country thing for now?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got an album and like recorded, sitting and waiting. I still need some editing and mixing and mastering on a few tracks. A single with Jordan Hansinger.
Yes.
Produced.
So that's your new thing that you're coming out right now. When you said I'm back.
Well, that's one. That's just one.
No, I mean like that back thing. When you said I'm back, is it like I'm coming back in the industry right now with country? I'm letting everybody know that.
Oh yeah, the country's coming, but I also got a hip hop and rap trap album, whatever the hell y'all want to call this version of urban shit.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
stop downplaying. You're good at the shit, bro. Don't fuck around.
I don't know what to call it anymore. I don't want to call it hip hop because then they're like, oh, it's my granddad's music.
Wow, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? I can tell you, hip hop. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? But I do have a rap project coming as well.
What about collaborating with people right now? With your country shit, if like anybody like R&B, would you still be interested in doing R&B collaboration with country or rap with country? Is anybody else is doing like
so I got 2 singles about 2 singles coming out with my homegirl Avery K.
Yes, big up
These
Avery
are like,
K.
yeah, big up. These are like club dance bangers.
Yes.
I collab with DJ Farrell on 4 tracks that are each a different genre of this electronic style. Like, I don't know what to call it. He produced it and was like, do this. And I did it. And the tracks are hot. So I was like, okay. So I got 4 of those. I got a bunch of rap tracks. I got
so
2
you're
country
locked
singles.
in.
Oh, yeah, no, it's over.
So you're locked in. So
courtesy spin.
what's the time frame we can look for? Right now we have a little vibes. If the city don't know, we're part of a little coalition squad. We're gonna get to that on another vibe. So I know that you're actually like coming back in the city hard and what you're looking for. But we're gonna. I'm not gonna even say what did the squad, what did the crowd people are saying. Pause out here. I'm not into the no Diddy vibe right now when we're recording. Yeah. Zach, take that shit. Squad up. But here's another thing I want to ask you about. We're gonna go. One of your artists. I know that you have an artist that you love. What does DMX mean to you?
Like, I guess I could say, yo, X is like, if any artist ever got me through hard shit, it was X. Yeah. I related with his.
You know how I knew to ask you that question.
Yeah, no,
but go ahead. Tell the people.
X, from It's Dark and Hell is Hot, man. Like,
I was related to you.
I was hooked instantly. Yeah. You know, and like the whole Rough Riders like movement and shit. I was just like, you know, like when I saw that double R vest, I was like, ooh, I want one of those as a kid. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm an actually, you know, manifestation.
I feel like his personality was kind of matching to yours. It's the way you carry yourself. Not the ball heads. We all ball heads out here, but it's not about that.
Honestly, you know I started going ball real early.
real early.
I look terrible if I don't shave.
But I'm saying, I feel like you resonate to his vibe and the way he is more than just his music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. His whole journey, you know, and like rest in peace to X. Like that was the one artist. Like when people cried over Robin Williams, cried over Michael Jackson, I didn't really get it because I was
or the Queen.
Well, when
no one cried over the Queen.
All you did was rob me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then the brother, he wants to go, a drug addict died and got more oppressed than one of the royals that died.
Sure.
Fuck you, Rob your ass motherfuckers.
Got way more
DMX helped us.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
royal motherfuckers sat back and taxed us. Fuck you.
Us. Are we gonna get shut up for this?
I did. I thought, yo. I had his music that day when I found out. I was up early too. I was up early, right? I was getting up doing my, you know what I mean, doing my thing, reading my books, and I put on the
that broke the soul right there.
And I was like, my boy had these tower speakers. My landlord,
bam, bam, bam.
He's like, yo, can you turn the music down? I got a bottle of Henny in my hand, like, nope, boom, slam the door, just rattling the building with DMX. Every album, front to back, it was like a whole day worth of my block was rattling.
I wanted to ask you about, I'm not sure if I'm going to say it probably, Unthreaded Souls. I think I was reading something that, I don't know if it's, but you something about books. You read books?
Oh yeah.
You read books. So I think that was a book that you probably read. That.
Oh, you're talking about The Untethered Soul?
Yeah. I probably said it. Yeah.
Yo, that book. I wish everybody got that book when they were 12.
Say that book again. What's it?
The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer.
Why does that relate to you? Why that relates to you?
Because when you have an analytical brain and it goes 10 different ways, 10 different times, comes back to the best decision that you can take the facts with and make the right decision and then have to make a move. You're double guessing, you're double thinking, and the voices in our head, if you're aware of it, like the one passage in the book that got me goes, if you had a roommate and the roommate, every time you came home, just looked at you and said, you suck, you can't do anything, you're fat, you're ugly, you ain't got no money, nobody likes you, fuck you kick his ass out of your house.
Facts.
But that voice in the back of your fucking head does that shit all day, every fucking day, so how do you make it stop? Right? How do you cut that shit the fuck out? Anybody who's addicted to drugs knows about that voice. They think it's theirs, but it ain't.
It's not.
It's some other fucking, that you want to call it God, devils, demons, whatever the fuck it is. That voice is its own entity.
Yeah.
Right? Like you ever wake up in the morning and go, all right, we got to get up now. Who the fuck is we?
Yeah,
Right? We're going to go to the mall. What do you like?
Yeah, I notice that people single it out, that people do that. Like, yeah,
it's there.
Yeah, it's
right?
there.
And that book breaks it down as to how
your conscience is to
it's all about self-awareness.
Self-awareness, yeah.
Right?
That's why I said conscience, like knowing your own conscience.
Yeah, you have to.
And knowing your own self at the same time.
It's not hard when you get it, but it's hard to maintain it. Right? Because to be constantly aware while having this conversation.
Yes.
The constantly aware is me not saying a slur. Or, you know what I mean? Like that's in the back.
And just like how life changes every day to stay apart with your changes in life.
But say you set me off.
Yes.
If I'm not self-aware.
Yeah.
Then it comes out, you know what I mean? And then afterward you go, where the fuck did that come from? Because that wasn't me. I would never say that, right? But like you push the button and the other voice was like, my turn. right?
Yes.
And then a whole world of problems goes left. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you can stay self-aware, right? So
That's
yeah,
some
that
knowledge.
book, I believe I recommend
He just dropped
everybody
some.
gets
He
that book.
just dropped some knowledge because some people need that. So let's go back to. Let's just step back a bit with this country thing. What's with the 99.7 radio?
Oh, the
Somebody
Sun Country.
nominated your girl. Somebody nominated you to be a part of a project on that.
No, so 99.7 was Steph. I met her in the country scene when I dropped Shake and Stomp.
Yes.
And at the time, I didn't even know how to really get the song on the radio properly.
Yes.
I didn't know that you needed a tracker, like all that shit. So I bumped into Steph and I showed her my song and she's like, "This is fucking cool."
Awesome.
She's like, "Come down, we'll do a little thing." She's like, "I'll play it for you."
Yeah.
I thought I hit the lottery. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"I'm going to the country radio station." I was like, "I'm in." You know, like I'm in there. And like it was blessing. Like Steph, you know, mad love. She was so cool about it, right?
Yeah.
And played it a few times, to be honest. But like that right there, you know what I mean? Like she told me, she's like, "Get people to call in and request it."
Yeah.
And I'll yank it into the rotation.
The
And it
rotation.
can try to do that. You know what I mean? Like try to get a human to use their thumb to click like, let alone call a radio station and say
True,
15
it's not happening.
words.
It's not happening.
And y'all know who you are watching things and not pressing like.
Yeah, that's a crazy shit. I was talking
Lazy.
to, I don't know who I was talking to about on my podcast. Like, even like my own friends, even when I'm doing a podcast right now, and they would show me that they seen it, but I was like, why
You
didn't
can't
you
press
like it? Why didn't
like
you
bumps it in the
They don't want
algorithm.
no one else.
Like-
Yeah, what the fuck? Like it, what do you say? Like busted into the algorithm.
You know, like, but then it's cool. Then you want to see, oh, I see that thing you're doing. Like, yeah, cool. You want to go like a cat video, but you can't like my shit and help your boy out. Then you want free tickets.
Then you want free tickets.
Then you wonder why I won't buy you a drink at the bar. You
So-
wonder why. You wonder why. You
He's
wonder
coming
why. There's
back
your
with a
fucking answer.
vengeance. So what we're seeing. So the next year, I know that we're collaborating on another
Yeah.
thing right now. We're gonna talk about on the other podcast, which is today, and you guys will see it in sequence. But yeah. So I just for your fans right now. So things are coming.
Yeah.
Things are coming. I know you said already what a lot of the projects that
Yeah.
you're working on right now.
Yeah.
But you have to promise these guys. 'Cause
Oh,
these
yo,
guys will be
2026, you guys, y'all get ready. Okay, I'm gonna give it to y'all like this.
Yeah, give it to them.
Ernest Hemingway said, in order to write about life, first
You have to live it?
one must first live it first.
Calm down.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't give y'all fake music. You know the shit. Go check my YouTube right now. Is there gangster bravado on there? No. Is there shit talk on there? No. Is there violence on there? No. You get my heart. You know what I'm saying? Music.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
No.
that. Well, you
Right?
know what? That's what.
I'm not coming back with fake shit. I'm not
For
coming
sure.
back with fuck shit. I'm not giving you fucking popcorn music for fucking 20 minutes. I'm making music.
At least you're
for y'all.
honest. So you're trying to say a lot of the music that you were making when you were doing rap, not saying like you were.
was
being
throwaway
fake,
shit.
Just throwaway shit. You were
Mixtape
just
fuck
saying
shit. Be
anything. you
angry.
want-
At
Yeah.
all these fake rappers in the city.
Yeah.
All you guys that claim you're drug dealers, claim you're gangsters, claim you run the streets. You live with your moms. The only people that had a car in Calgary was me, 730, and Khan at one point.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
And I rapped about the Honda I was driving. I kicked people out of my Honda for rapping about Benzes. Y'all don't remember that shit?
Yeah.
Keep it fucking real, man. Sorry. You know, I'm sorry. No, but
You know,
see, this
no,
is
no.
why I went country.
Yeah, for sure.
You gonna make you let the dog off the leash, man. I swear to fucking Christ.
This nigga said, going down on the city.
You know? And I'm not even declaring war. I'm just saying, stay the fuck home.
Stay the fuck home.
Stay off the stage. I'm back. I know you were happy that you didn't see me no more because now your fuck shit could rain. You're not at the tables I'm at. You're not in the quarters we on. You don't know the people we know. You are not it.
What about this? So
Talk about college.
What about the new? What do you figure this new generation with the rap with these kids right now should be speaking about? And I know it's hard for you to answer the question, but do you see it's just like a death trap for these kids?
I'm a grown ass man. Like, you know, it's the industry that's pumping.
The
Like,
negativity?
let me tell y'all kids, at no point is it ever cool to open your mother's drug cabinet and put that shit in Sprite and codeine and go get a fucking beer.
Yeah.
Okay? Stop doing fuckery drugs. Don't do fentanyl.
Yeah,
You know
going
what I mean?
to
Like,
these kids are downing.
Right.
Little kids downing. But at the end of the
Candy
day,
cane.
like if you were gonna do back in the day, might as well pop a Molly, stay up or something. But now these kids are
Right.
doing like Molly's,
have
fucking
fun, man.
Xanax, and they're like just sitting
Xanax
there
is
looking
for
like
housewives
zombies.
to go to sleep. What are you doing out here rapping about housewife drugs?
It's straight.
You sound dumb to people like us.
It's
Every
true.
grade 5 dropout that never graduated fucking school and thinks he can rap, raps now. I'm telling y'all, get back in the crowd, support the real motherfuckers, and figure your fucking head out.
And then I
Sort
think
your
a lot of
fucking
those, I
life
think
out,
a lot
right?
of a lot of those drugs. It's almost like you were talking to your kids. It's,
I don't have
but
them, but they
I'm
are
saying
my-
that
yeah, you are my
hip hop
kids.
kids,
Daddy's
hip hop
back.
kids. They said daddy's back. You guys better get belt whipping.
get spanked.
But within that situation too, like a lot of kids are ODing and stuff like that, and you know what I
It's
mean. I know,
sad.
and the death rate. I know that you're really intrigued into, and you're really involved in the mental health situation. I know that you've been a victim to a person that probably committed suicide in their
Six
life.
people,
You know
six
what I mean?
people during COVID. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's real shit, like committed suicide.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me ask you another question on that, because I had only one friend in my life that they said do that. And I felt it was kind of selfish, and it's harder to deal with because you feel like you wish someone could have said something to you, or you didn't see the symptoms. So in your perspective of that, how did you go through that and deal with it, and the people that you lost, like how do you still deal with that situation?
It took me over a year to be able to write the song about one of my younger best friends. Because every time I tried to even think about it, I just burst into tears.
Say no more.
And when I made the video that's on the RYE'N WiLD YouTube page, I barely made it through the second verse. I broke and I left it in because I was like, you know what, they may as well see this because like.
Can I ask you a question? I know that it hurts because I'm sure you lost people in life for different situations, gun violence, car crashes, whatever. I'm not
many, yeah.
But the suicide, what was the difference? Did you feel like, why didn't they talk to me? Did you feel like it's a void? It was a left of unanswered void. Like, is it different than losing other people in your life?
All I realized was 3 of them,
Yeah.
I'd have never seen it come. They had the greatest smiles. They were the nicest people.
That's crazy.
They were like the biggest hugs. Like I loved them so much. And the other 3,
You could tell that it was coming?
the one that I wrote the song about,
Yeah.
I missed his call.
No.
And I didn't call him back.
No.
Because I was just busy. I seen it and I was like, okay, I'll get that tomorrow.
I get you. And that's crazy because
And I don't
keep
carry
that burden.
I don't carry it like I could have.
But it's just
But
life.
there's a maybe there.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
a
It's
maybe. And I
always
don't walk
gonna be-
around and make people look at me like, oh, you call me like, no. Like, don't look at me for none of that shit. I don't bring the attention to me. But that's just fact. And when I realized that, I didn't even really voice it because I was like, fuck. Like, I looked at the call and put the phone down.
What can you from your experience in that, what can you tell people what to look for? Because it's hard because like you said, people are smiling in your face and people are like, you don't even know that they're going through mental health issues or even depression. Depression's a real motherfucker.
No, like, I refused my entire life to ever say that I is, or even can be depressed because I'm a little ignorant to it because I don't understand it. I've seen people go through it.
Yeah.
But when you're on the outside of it and you don't, I think, I could say I don't truly have it. When you're on the outside of it, it looks like excuses. It looks like laziness. It looks like, get the fuck up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
calm down.
Like, yo,
bro,
my life sucks. When people called me and I was homeless living in my car, they're like, hey, what's going on? You good? I'm teed out. I'm like, yeah, I'm blessed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm good. Because I'm manifesting being better. I'm sitting in my car like, fuck, I gotta fix this shit.
I don't even want to give my burden to other people.
You know what I mean? And like, who the fuck cares? Nobody cares anyways, right? So like, don't even speak it into existence. This is where I'm at right now. Somebody called me, yo, I'm blessed, bro. You good? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, yo.
And I was front. I'll be like, yo, I gotta go. Somebody's calling.
True,
Like,
yeah, because you don't even want to hear it.
Yo, like
you know what? Sometimes it feels like you're cringing, like someone's caring, like they're caring for you. Like, yo, fam, you okay? But then you're thinking, do you really care if I'm okay? But you're still gonna be like, I'm good. I'm good. It's like a human behavior. Because if I ask, sorry to cut
especially as men, especially
as huge as men, because like we don't really, you know the whole symptom. But we don't really tell people. If someone asks us if we're good, we're gonna say yes. And if we do open up, it has to be us just venting one day and just letting you know we had a problem. And then when your person goes, you're good, does people really care if you're good, or do you just want to know if you're good? Do you have anybody that
you could watch? I mean, I got 2 handfuls of people, maybe even 3 times over, that when they call me, I know they genuinely love me.
Yeah.
They're asking questions
Are
because
you
they
to
give a
push
fuck,
away?
right?
You think?
Nah, some of them I will open up to. Sometimes I just like, if I don't want to talk about it, it's all situational, momentary, right? But then there's other people that when they call me out of nowhere and all they have for me is questions, I'm like, I'm like, yo, you're just trying to figure out what I'm doing.
What you're doing?
Where I am. Where you at? Who you with? What time? This. Why not? I answered shut the fuck.
Shut the fuck
I said downtown. Where downtown? The fuck's that matter? You with a cop or something? Like your girlfriend need to know where I am. Right. Like what one? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just anyways, I can't, like, when I
love how he has a Toronto accent and the Calgary is blended. This guy would be like, yo, we got the man that you don't know.
Big up out of T-Dot.
But another thing, Herbalife, what was that about?
Herbalife. Oh, I mean, I still fuck with them.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, no, I do. But I mean, like right now, I'm on a sober tip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I decided to just like clear up my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just want to come back in beast mode fully adjusted and ready to go handling business.
You know, a lot of people, it's not what you know, it's who you know in this industry. And I feel like you could be able to exercise, or you're just you have a backative right now for your whole country. I'm backing him still, whatever it is he needs, but we're here, it's a squad thing. But
yeah, but yo, Herbalife came out of like Hamilton, right? Look up, shout out my Herbalife people.
So it's actually the weed thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like that's a vibe.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, man. Yo, they sent me T-shirts, samples, all them things. Like when I was out in Kelowna, they sent me shit. I was flinging it out there. They sent me things here, sent me things in Toronto, like more times. Like brought me down to perform at a bunch of like weed conferences and like shit like that.
How many performances do you think you've done in your life? Like say over 100, I guess.
Holy shit.
What was the
I mean, easily.
What was the place that you went to that wasn't the biggest crowd, but you probably had the most fun at, and just the most where you were?
It was. So the club has changed its name now. Right now, I think it's called Dreamers.
Dreamers, okay.
So that space, long time back, my homegirl, La Bella Mafiosa, threw a show there, and that was right when me and my homeboy were dropping B&T TNT.
Yeah.
I had the entire city, the best of the best, on the whole tape.
Yeah.
It was like 29 tracks, and that night the place was wall to wall packed, and we had easily 10 or 12 different, at least 9 different artists that were on the tape, roll through and do the tracks with us.
Yeah.
So at any given moment, there was like 6 of us on stage ready to toss the mic, because some of these songs had 6 people on it.
Yeah.
Like I really tried my best to put on for the city, and that tape is, in my opinion, one of the best that came out that never never got its true shine in the city due to some shit history.
So we're getting there. I'm just going to ask my boy a couple more questions. I'm going to have him on a coalition podcast right now. But another thing, after you stopped your hip hop music, did you go to country? I heard that. Well, seeing that you had a whole bunch of following on Facebook and stuff. And a lot of fans are going to want to know why you deleted your account. What was the reason of getting there? I heard that you were doing your thing on there.
Yeah.
Like. You know what I mean?
I guess that just goes to show you that government overreach is large.
The government
very, very large, right? So back when that stupid shit happened where everybody was covering their faces and running around scared, trying to kill people for imaginarily killing their grandma. I went down to a place that there were people at, and by about a month after that, right, when that big thing happened, I went to log into Facebook, and it was like little square box. Talking about, we are confiscating this profile. You can apply for a review.
Why?
30 days. They said 30 days and we'll give it a review. I said, okay, review it. Yeah. I tried to log in on the 28th day.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, fuck it, maybe they gave it back. But I was like, oh, here they go. They're going through all my shit. I tried to log back in. It said, denied, we're confiscating this profile. Blah, blah, this and that. Like, basically fuck like kid the road jack type shit. My girl at the time hits me and she goes, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, yo, they kicked me off of the book. And she's like, you're not even like, she's like, every picture, every tag, every, like, it's gone. Like, they wiped me out.
So it's gone right now as we speak?
It's gone. I didn't delete y'all. We still friends. I mean, okay. I watched y'all delete me on Instagram and shit because you thought I just X'd you off Facebook and left you on my Instagram on some dumb shit.
I'm sure people thought that he's probably going crazy.
100%. But, the fact is that they literally wiped me out because the guy up in the Northwest Territories that's like, government's trying to kill us. And his mom's commenting going, shut up, George, go to bed. They're leaving him on Facebook. Right? The guy that posts one post gets 300 comments, the conversation going, and has a 12 to 1,500 follower list of influential minds, better knock that motherfucker off.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Show you.
And it's cool, I'm back. And even one of my boys wants me to get back on this goddamn book.
You might as well
I'm about to go on there with a screen mask. Go back on the book.
So so yo, bro, honestly, you're on watch right now. Everybody has you on my good friend Glass, and we're gonna be looking out for RYE'N WiLD's country music. I'm sure that a lot of you guys want to still hear his hip hop. I'm gonna be on his album for sure. I'm gonna try to sneak myself on there.
Oh, yeah, he's got it.
Hopefully, but we squad up any right now. You're gonna see us together more often in our life. We're more connected than you guys know. So you'll see in the new future. Looking out for any videos, new shows that's going on?
Right now, who's it? Vince, my boy Vince, and quite a few other artists. Big up Vinny. Vince, Mason Cross,
Manda,
all of the Mandem.
Hayes, you don't know.
Mocha Only Hayes, you know what I'm saying? There's Mocha Only December 12th. And
Yeah, we
then
there.
the biggest show that y'all can come check me at would be Yellow Tape
The
Music
Yellow Tape.
Presents Taped Off.
I know you guys are not going to be able to
January
see this, but we're going to actually promote this on the Instagram and everywhere else. So I hope you guys are there because when he comes back to do his stuff, we're going to make sure we're going to get at everybody that didn't show up to that Yellow Tape and squad up on that. So, yo, I appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate you having me,
If there's anything else you want to say to anybody, last vibes to let them know, man, from your heart. I know you're very
Bottom of
passionate.
my heart, thanks for waiting. I know you've been waiting. You keep messaging me quietly too. I love that. I love the respect that my fans show me. They don't blast me on my comments. They don't hit me up going where, and unfollow me when I say soon. You know, you have trusted my process and your ears will reap the rewards.
I love it.
So I promise in 2026, y'all get ready.
He said he promised, y'all. I'll make sure
promise.
I'll keep him up on date, bro.
I'm back, baby.
I appreciate you guys, Urban Migration Podcast. You know, Zach, appreciate you. And yeah, to all my sponsors out there, you know, show love. Toronto Stand Up, Ottawa, Edmonton, everywhere in Canada.
Oh.
Big up. And let's do this, man. Squad up. I know, cuz. Listen, man.
Big one.
Yeah.